Welcome back to Tyler's Retro Reviews with your host Tyler Hodder. That's gonna be the new intro from now on. With another OG on this channel that I did 5 years ago. Again, it's been 5 years since I've done a YouTube career. Even though this is a secondary channel, but fuck it. SuperBrawl 9. And long story short, this review was the most views on my main YouTube channel until my first Raw review I did. The August 8th Raw, that is, of 2022. And it was out with the old, with the year in reviews, and it was the new, with the retro reviews, last May. Who knows? Maybe this will be the most viewed video on the secondary channel. Not keeping promises, okay? And before we get to it, February 21st at the Oakland Arena in Oakland, California. Now, this did a big buy rate. This was the last big buy rate WCW ever did, with a 1.1. The other one was Bash to the Beach 98, and the obvious one was Starrcade 97. But I went to watch the Nitros and Thunders going in to SuperBrawl 9, and just how horrible WCW was pre-Vince Russo, that is. Because, oh my god, the New World Order was, let me get this straight here, but was still a thing. And I have some really horrible flashbacks when I did this the first time. And I'm like, oh my god, I forgot how terrible the way they had the NWO win every single fucking match on this card, barring the opener, on the here. And, so, Ric Flair was announced to be the #1 contender to face Hollywood Hogan at SuperBrawl. A month before this event, by the way. And he made Eric Bischoff's life a living hell. Literally. He made him make a wrestling ring. Which I mean, yeah. Then he, what else he fucking made him do? Make him get wet. By being a clown, basically. He also had him do to clean up a bathroom. And then the one I'm talking about was the Go Home Nitro before this. Was his limo. Eric Bischoff was Ric Flair's limo driver. Which this led to Hollywood Hogan in a fucking ski mask. The NWO in a fucking ski mask. In the middle of nowhere. Just before this fucking event. And I'm like sitting here, I was like, what the fuck was all this build towards? Also, Roddy Piper defeated Bret Hart, coincidentally enough, 25 years ago on the February 8th Nitro. And all thanks to fucking Will Sasso, who, spoiler, Bret Hart beat Will Sasso on the next Nitro, which is the Go Home Nitro before SuperBrawl 9. If you want to talk about my Wrestling Dumpster Fires video on Bret Hart in WCW, I did that 2 years ago, which was the early stages of my Wrestling Dumpster Fires video. Go to my main channel and check that out. Also, we have Goldberg and Bam Bam Bigelow facing off. And also, Lex Luger was originally supposed to be in the tag team match with Kevin Nash against Rey Mysterio and Conan, with Liz's hair and Rey Mysterio's mask being on the line. Said Scott Hall had to take his spot because I think Lex Luger was really hurt around this time. But here we go. Also, the best build towards it was Scott Steiner and Diamond Dallas Page, basically. Because Scott Steiner is fucking Scott Steiner. He's awesome, but this whole stalker thing with Kimberly, which, yeah, that was kind of a little way too far, I think. Regardless, let's get on to SuperBrawl 9. with Booker T defeats Disco Inferno. Let me say this again, like in my Super Brawl night review or in my main channel. Let me say this again. The prior Super Brawl, which I will redo it some point later this year, Booker T had 2 matches with Rick Martel and Perry Saturn for the television championship. Now he's facing fucking Disco Inferno. Fuck Disco Inferno. Booker T does not deserve to be in this facing Disco Inferno on this show. And this whole story on the Final Thunder before this show. Literally. 5. Booker T deserves better than this, but what do I know? A year later, Booker T wins the WCW Championship at Bash to the Beach 2000. Another show I did. Ugh. Fuck Disco Inferno, okay? Because the story about this was Booker T and CRA were trying to talk each other. Disco Inferno interrupts him like a fucking jerk he is. And Booker T just choke him out, and Booker T beats him like that. It's like, good. Booker T won. Good. Fuck Disco Inferno. Never give a shit about Disco Inferno in WCW or later in his career. Fuck him. Anyways. Then we get Chris Jericho defeating Perry Saturn by count. Now, this was the continuation of their feud from earlier on January 4th, Nitro, to Sold Out, which I did last week, where Saturn has to wear the dress, and then all thanks to Jericho paying referee Scott Dickinson to screw him over. And then at this match, Perry Saturn finally got his revenge on him, but I don't know why he didn't beat Jericho and win this, and then get his revenge on the referee Scott Dickinson. Doesn't make any sense, but this was okay, but the fucking result of the finish was kind of dumb, honestly. I give it a 6.5 out of 10. These two deserve better than this. And then we get for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship, Billy Kidman defeats Chavo Guerrero to retain the Cruiserweight Championship. How did these two get a title opportunity? Well, because it was during those tag title tournament, which was a double elimination, by the way, a double elimination tournament. These two started to feud with each other, and yeah, this was an okay Cruiserweight title match. Could have been better, but I give it a 6 out of 10. And now we get this. The tag team title tournament between the final match, okay? Now, why the tag team titles why were the WCW tag titles vacated? Rick Steiner had to relinquish the belts with, I don't know who was his partner. I think it was originally, I don't know who. That's all I have to say. I don't know who were his partner. I forgot, okay? And as a result, the tag titles became vacated. And they did this tournament. It was supposed to be single elimination. But too much NWO interference caused this to be a double elimination, by the way. And then we get this final match. I'm going to combine these two because it's the same fucking match, okay? The WCW World Tag Team titles are vacated, and we get this. Chris Benoit and Dean Malenko defeat Kurt Hennig and Barry Windham. The first half of this match was really good. I was going to give this thing 8 out of 10. You know, Malenko made Barry Windham submit, okay? And then since the Four Horsemen, since Benoit and Malenko won this, it's caused a second match to occur immediately after it. And then things went to fucking hell. Literally. Not because of somebody in this match. No, oh god, no, I'm not going that far, okay? Barry Windham grabbed a belt from his pants and chokes Dean Malenko for the fucking 3. Why? That's the dumbest finish I ever seen. And here I bitch about Roman Reigns winning because of bloodline shenanigans. Yes, Benoit and Malenko won the tag titles at Uncensored, but you should have fucking given the belt here at SuperBrawl. 6. I want to get an 8, but that fucking finish killed it for me. And then we get... As soon as I went into this show again, I was like, oh fuck, this is the one where Rey Mysterio took his mask off. Or made Rey Mysterio took his fucking mask off. Hair versus mask tag match. Originally, it was supposed to be Kevin Nash and Lex Luger versus Rey Mysterio and Conan, like I said before. However, on the Go Home Thunder, Rey Mysterio, in storyline-wise, drove a limousine's car, bashed into Lex Luger's arm, and that's the result of him. In reality, he is dealing with an actual injury. So in his place, Luger's place, was Scott Hall. We'll get to him in a moment. And Hall and Nash defeats Conan and Rey Mysterio as a result of this. Rey Mysterio had to be unmasked. I'm not going into full detail about this. I hated it. He should not taken off the mask. WWE brought him in. WWE brought Rey Mysterio in and brought the mask back, which good on them, because Rey Mysterio looks weird without his mask. And yes, and this was a disappointing for Rey Mysterio purposes. 5.5 out of 10 I'll give it. But I forgot what I gave these originally. Again, we're remastering these, but I hated it. Okay, Rey Mysterio should not take the mask off. He was originally supposed to take the mask off at Halloween Havoc 97, but Eddie Guerrero told him not to. Eddie Guerrero's not here because this was around the time he suffered that car crash. And this is where the cracks in WCW continue on, post Finger Poke of Doom. And then we get for the WCW Television Championship, Scott Steiner defeats Diamond Dallas Page by technical submission to retain the Television Championship. This was a good match, but again, more fucking NWO shenanigans. And Buff Bagwell interferes, and this caused DP to lose the match, and Scott Steiner retains the Television Championship. I think their final WCW pay-per-view match in 2001 was a lot better than this match. I give it a 6.5 out of 10. Could have been better. And once again, the NWO has to win every fucking time. And then we get the worst fucking match on the night. For the WCW United States Championship, Scott Hall defeats Roddy Piper to win the United States Championship. This match fucking sucked. I'm being fucking honest here. I'm only giving this a 0 because I'm not doing negatives anymore. Because what's the point of doing a fucking negative star rating? Literally. Scott Hall wins. He does not hold on to the United States title because, yeah, I know. Once again, the NWO has to fucking win. What was the reason why Piper won the United States title? None. Literally none. I was like, Jesus Christ. Then we get Goldberg defeating Bam Bam Bigelow. This was the best match of the fucking night. A 7 out of 10. Goldberg wins by spearing Bam Bam once. Then he super kicked him. Not the one he did for Bret Hart later the year at Starrcade. Fuck, I'm not going... whenever I do it... Oh, God. Spear him again, and then he did the fucking jackhammer and wins. I don't know why Goldberg's not facing Hogan here instead of Ric Flair. But 7 out of 10. Two big boys doing big boy things, and I love to see it. Not like Bronson Reed and Ivar for reasons. And then we get the main event for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. Hollywood Hogan defeats Ric Flair to retain the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. Like I said before, Ric Flair made Eric Bischoff's life hell. Like, making him make a wrestling ring, being the making him get wet, cleaning up a bathroom, and also, like I said before, him being Bischoff being Ric Flair's fucking limo driver that caused Bischoff to set up Ric Flair to get jumped by the NWO in ski masks, by the way. Hogan in a fucking ski mask. They look like they rob a fucking bank. Literally. They beat up Ric Flair in the middle of nowhere. And then a guy in a pickup truck takes him to Nitro, where him and the rest of the Horsemen get their ass kicked. Also, this was the first appearance of Torrie Wilson, by the way. Jesus Christ, it was like a spit out there in my mouth. It's disgusting. And then the finish. This match felt like the one from Sting from the prior year's SuperBrawl with Hogan. Here comes this masked man, and the contract's name was Bishop, but you can clearly see the face. It's David Flair, okay? The eyes and the mouth, okay? He got the stun gun, stabs Ric Flair in it, and Hogan wins the match like that. And it was David Flair underneath the mask, and yeah, what a shitty end to the pay-per-view. I give it a 5.5 out of 10. I'm just being fucking honest here. And that was SuperBrawl 9. It was what it was. But the NWO has to fucking win every single fucking time. I give it a 5.5, a 5 out of 10. Better than the last period I did, which was sold out, but whatever. We're done with the WCW Finger Poke of Doom shows. That being sold out last week. And here with SuperBrawl. Not keeping my hopes up. This could be the most viewed video on the secondary channel, but who the hell knows? However, next week, we get to something positive. Next week is the 20th anniversary, of Eddie Guerrero's WWE title win for No Way Out 2004. I can't wait to talk about this. Can't wait to talk about Eddie Guerrero's big victory at No Way Out 2004. But that's next week. Tomorrow on my main channel, I'll do my SmackDown review. I know there's a press conference, but I ain't watching, okay? Like this video, comment down below, subscribe, and click the notification bell on this channel, as well as my main channel, and click the notification bell and subscribe to that one also. And, yeah. Bye-bye.